NFL Week 2 is here. Yes, it's Sunday morning. We're just a few hours away from kickoff. So let's check out the NFL betting report brought to you by our friends over at the Action Network. And we're going to be looking at the sharp money, big money, and where the experts are at on some of these games. And we start off with the Chiefs at the Jaguars. Yes, the 0-1 Chiefs, not many people thinking that going into week 2, are a 3-point favorite on the road going down to Jacksonville. A little playoff rematch here. Chiefs -3, big money coming in on the Chiefs. They're getting 69% of the bets, but 78% of the money. That's a +9 differential. Meanwhile, sharp actions coming in on the Jaguars. They're only getting 31% of the bets and 22% of the money. Man, it's going to be tough. It's weird. I initially was leaning with the sharps on this one with the Jags, but I thought about it. A gimpy Mahomes last year beat this team in the playoffs. I mean, now he's getting Kelsey back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that's the report there. Now we got the Raiders and the Bills. Raiders +8 on the road in Buffalo. Buffalo trying to redeem themselves after the embarrassing loss to the Jets. Sharp money coming in on the Raiders and taking the points. Big money and an Action Network expert back in the Bills, looking for a big bounce back spot from Josh Allen here. 72% of the bets, but 92% of the money is on the Bills -7.5. That's usually not good if you're back in the Bills. We'll see. We'll see what happens in this one. I lean towards taking the points or teasing. You tease the Raiders up to +14 there. Ravens and Bengals, my favorite and my best bet of this weekend is the Ravens +3.5. But looks like the betters do not agree with me on this one. So the Bengals at home looking for a bounce back spot after losing to the Browns and doing nothing on offense are laying 3 against the Ravens, 3 to 3.5. Big money coming in on the Bengals and an Action Network expert back in the Bengals. 57% of the bets, 77% of the money is on the Bengals at -3. I'm on the other side. I took the Ravens +3.5 and I take them at +3 as well. The Ravens are going to win this game outright. Chargers, Titans, Titans +2.5 home dogs against the Chargers. Chargers, if you're blowing that game to Miami, getting some sharp action as they're small road favorites. That seems scary, taking the Chargers as road favorites here. But big money and an Action Network expert back in the Titans today. 34% of the bets, but 59% of the money is on the Titans. Wow, what do we got there? That's a 25% differential. Jeez. So 59% of the money back in the Titans today at home at +2.5. Seahawks and Lions. Seahawks +5-point underdogs on the road against the Lions. Big money and an Action Network expert taking the points with the Seahawks. 50% of the bets, but 65% of the money is on Seattle to cover today against the Lions. Lions coming off the biggest win in the franchise history since who knows when. How do they handle that? How do they respond? I expect this to be a fun, high-scoring game. I would lean towards taking the points with Seattle on that one. Colts, Texans. This game's been going back and forth on who wants to be favored, who doesn't, but the Texans are 1-point favorites today at home against the Colts. Sharp money and big money coming in on the Texans. 39% of the bet, 60% of the money is on the Texans today in this divisional matchup. Got a matchup of young QBs here. I lean towards the Texans in this one. I think they get it done. Packers, Falcons. This one's been weird too. Packers just keep losing players left and right. Packers +3 dogs on the road against Atlanta. Sharp money coming in on the Packers, though, but you got big money and an Action Network expert back in the Falcons today. 44% of the bet, 73% of the money is on Atlanta to get it done against the Packers at home today, laying the -2.5. Bears and Buccaneers. Buccaneers -2.5-point favorites. This is my favorite bet of the day. Biggest bet of the day. Buccaneers -2.5 against the Bears. Sharp money on the Bucks, but you got big money. Action Network expert on the Bears. 56% of the bets, 77% of the money. Taking the +2.5 with the Bears, man. Buccaneers ain't losing this one. You saw how bad the Bears were last week. Their defense did not get better at all. Buccaneers, meanwhile, didn't turn the ball over in the last game. Look for that to continue and look for Justin Fields to just continue to struggle. Especially, this is pretty solid Bucs defense. All right, pretty solid Bucs defense. A little nugget for you. Look, I personally bet Mike Evans' first touchdown score at +850. Good luck if you tail that one. Giants, Cardinals. I think everyone and their mother is going to be on the Giants -4, and it smells like a trap. But the only thing keeping me away from this one is the fact that historically teams that get shut out tend to come back with a vengeance the next week. But I do think the Cardinals are alive here. Giants -4. Sharp money coming in on the Giants. 82% of the bets, 82% of the money on the Giants at -4 in this one. 49ers and Rams. 49ers 7-point favorites on the road against the Rams. They do tend to have the Rams number in this matchup. Sharp Money and an Action Network expert back in the Rams in this one, but you got 73% of the money coming in on Niners -7. Commanders and Broncos. Broncos -3.5-point favorite. Sean Payton ain't losing twice. 2 games in a row at home, right? They ain't losing 2 games in a row at home. That's why they're favored -3.5 here against the Commandos. Sharp money coming in on the Commandos. Big money, Action Network expert back in the Broncos today. 54% of the bets, 84% of the money. So on the Broncos at -3.5. Jets, Cowboys. What are the Jets going to do without Aaron Rodgers? Not much. Cowboys -8.5-point home favorites. Sharp money, big money, and an Action Network expert. 3 signals all lining up here on the Jets at +8.5. 43% of the bets, 59% of the money on the Jets, +8.5. You're going to put your hard-earned money on Zach Wilson. God bless you. You're a braver man than me. Dolphins, Patriots. Patriots +2.5-point dogs at home against the Dolphins here. Dolphins favored for the first time since 2003. Favored to win the division. How about that? Patriots, sharp money, big money, and an Action Network expert. All 3 signals lining up again on them at +2.5. 45% of the bet, 61% of the money is taking the points with the Patriots. Saints, Panthers, Monday Night Football. We got a little doubleheader action. Saints -3-point favorites on the road against the Panthers. Sharp money, big money, and an Action Network expert. All lining up, though, on the Panthers here. 32% of the bet, 65% of the money taking the +3 with Carolina. Browns, Steelers finish out the week. Browns -2.5-point favorites on the road against the Steelers. Sharp money on the Browns, big money on the Steelers, and an Action Network expert back in the Browns here. But we got 55% of the money on the Steelers +3. I mean, did you not learn last week? I don't know, people. Anyways, there's your quick little betting report where the money and the sharp action and the experts are all at, plus a little insight of my own personal takes on some of these games. You want to get my personal card. Everything else that I'm on, all of that and more, you can go over to gameon.locals.com or sportspicks.locals.com or follow me wherever you're watching this. Make sure you smash the like button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Let me know what is your favorite play of the game or of the day today, and which ones of these picks do you agree or disagree with me strongly on. Let me know in the comments below, especially if you're watching over on Rumble. Smash that like button, and we'll see you guys later.